Hi, so this is a short video on indices. This is taken from topic 9 in the Foundation GCSE revision guide from Edexcel. So right, as a single power of 4, 4 times 4 would be 4 squared. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, so it would be 4 to the power 5. Question 2, simplify and leave your answer in index form. So our first one is guided, so 5 to the power 3 times by 5 to the power 6. We are going to be, in effect, adding the powers. So that's going to become 3 plus 6. So that's going to be 5 to the power 9. And for the second one, guided again, this time because we're dividing the powers, we subtract the powers. So we're doing 5 to the power 9 divided by 5 to the power 6 becomes 5 to the 9 minus 6, so it becomes 5 to the power 3. Okay, so for part C, this time we've got 5 to the power 12 divided by 5 times by 5 to the power 7. So I would start by, as it says, first work out the power of 5 in the denominator. So we simplify as we go. So I'm going to leave that 5 to the power 12 on the numerator as it is, and then I'm going to do that as a 1, so when I add the powers I would get 5 to the power 8, and then I subtract the powers because they're divided, so it becomes 5 to the power 12 minus 8 would be 4. And for this one, because we've got the in brackets and then to the power, we would multiply the powers, so that would become 5 to the power 3 times 4, so 5 to the power 12. Right, question 3, write a single power of 9. So this time, in effect, we are, well, that's going to be minus 1. I'm just considering the best way to explain that, though. So 1 is actually 5 to the power, no, not 5, it is 9 to the power 0 divided by 9 to the power 1. And then when we subtract the power 0, take away 1 would be minus 1. So that's where we have the minus 1. And for this one, we've got 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, so I'm going to just say that that's the same as 9 to the power 0, that's 1, divided by 9 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 0 take away 4 is minus 4, so that would be 9 to the power minus 4. Okay, simplify and leave your answer in index form, so I'm going to simplify next to this first of all. So 3 to the power 2 times by 3 to the power 6 is going to be 3 to the power 2 plus 6 is 8. And then when I do that divided by 3 to the power 5, I subtract 8 minus 5 is 3. So that's 3 to the power 3. And similarly for this one, my numerator is going to stay as it is, but I'm going to add these powers together to get 3 to the power 10. And then 12 take away 10 is going to be 2, so that would be 3 to the power 2. This one, I'm going to simplify the numerator and the denominator by adding the powers, and I'm going to view that as a 1. So 7 plus 6 is going to be 13, so that would be 3 to the power 13 over 3 to the power 5. Then when I subtract the powers, 13 take away 5 is going to be 8, so that would be 3 to the power 8. And likewise for this one, 8 plus minus 6 is going to be 3 to the power, 8 minus 6 is 2. And then here, if we view that as a 1, 1 minus 4 is minus 4. Sorry, 1 minus 5 is minus 4. And this one always catches students out. So, here we go. I'll do it here as a bit of an explanation. So this is actually going to be 3 to the power of 2 minus minus 4. And then 2 minus minus 4, it becomes a plus. When you subtract a negative number, it's the same as a plus. So that's going to become 2. 3 to the power 2 plus 4, 6. Okay, question 5. Complete the following. 7 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0, we mentioned up here. So anything to the power of 0 will always be 1. And then B, 7 to the minus 1 is going to be the same as 1 over 7. That's kind of going in the reverse of what we did here. If we said 1 is 9 to the power 0. Over here where we said 9 to the power minus 1 is 1 over 9. 7 to the power minus 1 is 1 over 7. Okay, for the next one, I'm going to assume that we are actually evaluating. So 1 over 7 squared, well, 7 squared is 49, so that's 1 over 49. For this one, I would treat this as, I'm going to include an extra line here just to help me explain. That's going to be 1 over 4 cubed, which is going to be equal to 1 over 64. For this one then, 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, so that's 9 times 3, which is 27, and then we've just said that 3 cubed is 64, that would be 64. So again, I'm actually going to do an extra line here, so that's going to be 5 squared over 4 squared, which is going to be equal to 25 over 16. And that would be absolutely fine, but I'm just going to go a step further and say that that would be equal to 1 and 16 goes into 25 fully once, and there would be 9 left over. Okay, find the value of x. So I'm going to do like this. I'm going to evaluate this, so when I multiply out the powers, so that's going to be the same as 7 to the 4 plus x, and that's going to be equal to 7 to the 9 times 7 to the 6 is going to be 7 to the 15 divided by 7 to the 3. I've drawn that quite dodgily. So that means that we've got enough room to do here. 7 to the power 4 plus x is going to be equal to 7 to the power, we subtract them, to the power 12. So these two have the same value. So 4 plus x is equal to 12, so x is equal to 8. There we go. Okay, and that's the end of the indices. So again, that's that's section 9 from the foundation guide. I hope you found that useful. Subscribe if you like.